they become professional, we grow up in our expressivity in tango is there when in the performance we show that. And when we are showing something much more close, like we dance in Milonga's place, it's not because we are acting to do that. Because for us it's not boring to do that. It's not if we dance bizarrely, we are only doing for the public.
Exactly.
We are doing even for us, everything is for us a way to dance tango. And when we go and we dance tanguera and we become crazy, we do even because we feel in the same way like we feel bizarrely. The only difference, this tanguera grow in a rehearsal room. Maybe the bizarrely grow in the Milonga place inspiration, only that is the difference. But all of us, we are normal dancers.
And I think that if people accept it, if people accept existence, it's like anything in life. When you accept existence, you understand variables. You become generous. You have pity towards, pity on the good sense, not in the bad sense. You have pity towards the existence of different points of view and different ways of doing things. I think that the biggest problem in tango of the division is that we spend too much time explaining why they are different. That's why it becomes so black or white. If we didn't spend so much time explaining why it's different, people might accept it. Okay, we went too much with your question. We love you, but it's too much. Okay. Oh, Torben, thank you for your great videos. Thank you for writing. We hope you're here still. I have heard from someone who attended workshops that you embrace mistakes. Could you elaborate a little bit on this subject? What can we get from mistakes? That you embrace mistakes. I don't understand your question. Let me read.
I think there was a video of embrace, and we showed some mistakes.
Dice que attended the workshops of you and that you embrace that we show the mistakes of embrace. This is what you mean, Torben? Torben, this is what you mean that we show mistakes on embrace? Okay, mistake number one is not to get distance between the arms. If you keep the arms close to you and you lift them, you lift the jacket. So this is one mistake that I can elaborate.
The mistake is biggest mistake of the embrace is to be close but not feel close to the other person in the embrace.
Romantic, Mariana. Okay. How beautiful is Mariana's jacket?
I know, Maria, thank you.
Okay, so how did you and Mariana practice in early days? Was it structured or did you just dance for hours?
You will tell the truth.
And Randy. Hey Randy, how you doing, man? How's California? How is everything there? You know, I want to go I want to get a trip there. Try to go to Napa Valley to get some wine tasting. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
You love our videos. We're glad you enjoyed. Long time not seen, eh? Last time, what was last time that we saw you was in Baltimore? Antipanico? No. Okay. Okay. Yeah, 2011. Yeah, this last year it was. Yeah, in Antipanico. I remember. Okay. So about your question, how we trained. You cannot just. I think a big amount of structure practice and not structure practice are needed. I think that we are with Mariana kind of a perfect mix because we have these two energies conflicting with each other. It's like I can go and talk about what I would like to do and the way I would like to do and how I feel it. I can go and talk with Mariana for hours and Mariana will tell me, you know what? Why we don't just dance? And then she ruins all my all the structure that I'm trying to create, the introduction for this step, because I feel like she tells me, you know what, can we dance? And I think there's a very good mix out of it. And with years, believe it or not, with years, it changed a little bit. The flow of how things are perceived changed a little bit. Like now, I am the one that wants just to dance and practice and practice and practice, and Mariana is the one that wants to practice with the goal. Okay, but what we will do? And there's, I think you cannot really program much of a rehearsal of two professionals, because the couple gets so well known at one point and they get so arrogant, each of them. There is also a conflict of ego. So sometimes we get to practice and we practice only 15 minutes. No? Only 15 minutes, very passionate and angry 15 minutes, and then we stop practicing because we cannot talk with each other. And sometimes it can go very well and we can practice for 2 or 3 hours without any problem, and have a dialogue and talk, and it's actually very difficult. If to recommend the people that I'm training, and I'm training, you know, people for competitions, I'm training people, professionals, I'm coaching people. The best way is to have a chronometer, to set it for, let's say, half an hour practice, dancing practice, improvisational practice, non-stop. I mean, half an hour just dancing. Then half an hour of technical work without any speech, meaning, okay, let's remember the steps that the teacher showed us this last week, and without any argument, without any speech. And then 1 extra hour of choreographical work. Choreographical work means just to set some steps into any music that you like and practice it. Because the best way for the body to acquire and memorize new techniques. That's the way I usually train my dancers. Hope to see you in California, and hopefully going to taste some wine in Napa. Okay, what's the smallest thing that one leader can do to radically improve his dance?
He's a blood.
First, the smallest thing a leader can do to radically change his dance, believe it or not, is getting himself a jacket. And tango shoes, and real tango shoes. A jacket and real tango shoes. And it's a change that it will cost you much less than 2 weeks of private classes.
At least the girl will tell you, yes, I want to dance with you. At least you will have a partner.
At least you will get a girl, which is a radical improvement. And this is something that's very important. I mean, resume. Taking care of yourself and dressing better and looking nice, it will radically change your perception of yourself and the perception that others have of yourself, and it will help. So if sometimes, you know, the smallest thing like shaving or combing yourself differently, or putting perfume, or wearing a new shirt, it might improve, believe it or not, or wearing some pants that you will feel that show off your legs. And these things help a lot, because we should not forget that we are talking of an artistic expression. Even if, you know, many people like thinking that you are social dancers, you are social dancers that remain dancers. So meaning that you have some type of sensitive artistical approach of what you do. You are not sport people. Yeah, because that will be your choice. And I know that many of you don't like to be called sport people because you do something that is artistical, that you don't want to be called artist. So there's a conflict there. So if you're not sportmen, then why you go on jeans, tennis and sweatshirt? I mean, if you are not sport people, I mean, even the people that I coach, that are sport people, they dress good. So why to wear like sport people if you're not sport people? I mean, so changing like that, these little things is going to change. Provoke a mistake. What the idea of the concept is that there is not rightness on the artistical expression. That you just try to lose yourself and try not to seek perfection, or not to seek rightness. Let's put it like that. Rightness. By doing that, you accept the unexpected, and you consider it a variable. You don't consider it a mistake. So we try that students do not use the word mistake at all. We try to forbid them to use no mistake, but the best way for them to understand is mistake. We even have videos that show, you know, most classical mistakes, so for people to understand. But the way we train it from the teaching point of view is we try to elaborate it in a way that people feel that the mistakes are not something that exists and something they should be afraid of. So it's more likely the unexpected, getting used to the unexpected. Like this, you're free of action and you just flow. You just flow. I think that might answer a little bit your question. If it is not, just let me know. Good, Randy. We love your videos. Thank you, Randy. Again, anti-panic. This we already were talking before with you about this. Okay. Rakesh. What to get the on leading front ochos? Do we turn the rib cage to give direction on the complete or the complete torso with shoulders? Rakesh, as regarding anatomical capabilities of each body, Horia Pop. Horia Pop. Cool name. Horia. I'm having problems with my partner in miscommunications that happen in tango preparations, choreographies and practicas. Any ideas or recommendations on how to deal with frustration and to pass the inconvenience or not killing each other, please? No, I don't have any recommendation. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how not to kill Mariana. It's something that happens constantly. It's all okay in the production team? Yeah? Okay.
Perfect.
And it's most of the time when I try to kill Mariana, I want to kill her. Boss?
It's horrible because
it's horrible.
No, it's horrible if you are not really being agree or comfortable, because first you need to, I think it's very psychological this. First you need to, all of you remember, but remember in each second, not in each minute, in each second, like you are doing that because you like. And of course, everything is not pink color. When you start in general dancing tango, you start because you love it, because you feel attracted by the dance, by the person. But then when you won't become this, like a work, like you are telling now, you are preparing choreographies, practicing much more to be like a milonguero, milonguera, there becomes a problem, because sometimes it's very hard to accept, like, you need to change the step. Everything cannot be pink color, everything cannot be perfect, beautiful, enjoyable. And it's there when the problems between you start. But really it's much more psychological. I think it's better, first, remember that both of you are doing that because you like it. Second, if you are trying to do a choreography practice or preparing something together, don't be exigent, but don't be exigent with the other. Try to be much more personal exigent. You need to take that like a job, not much more like holidays, like enjoyable, and accept that. And try to have pity in each of you, not be mad with each of you. But it's horrible.
One question I will answer to you in 1 second. What is the problem here when we have this sign of like like that people want to join and they can't? That's what it happens? You can talk, it's not a problem. This is, we are all a family here. Yeah. This is Katarina. All these people here.
It means that people are attentive to the webinar.
They are attentive?
Attentive. They are attentive. Yeah, they are on other websites.
Okay. They are listening.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello everyone there.
It's good.
Hello Alexander, Diana, Anastasia, Alexander, Andrei. Oh, hello all of you. Okay.
Okay, Hori, I hope the rehearsal will come much more in peace.
Now, Hori, I wanted to answer you, tell you one thing, that the worst that can happen with your partner is not trying to kill each other. That's not really bad. It's not bad to be in love with your partner. It's not bad to want to break a bottle of water on his head. The worst that can happen in a tango couple or in any type of creative couple or creative, let's say, conjunction, the worst that could happen is that you ignore each other. Meaning that the other person is not someone important for you, is that you don't want to practice. That's the worst that can happen. because without emotional tension there is not really any type of artistical outlet. You have to have an emotional tension. Where you can hear me sing? Where you can hear me sing? Here! Here.
Yes.
A veces cuando en sueños tu imagen aparece, radiante y fugaz, como un rayo de sol, siento que tus manos entibian las mías, trémulas y frías, y hablan de tu amor. Entonces lentamente mi espíritu adormeces, arrullo sutil de una vieja canción.
How many girls want to be me in this moment?
And you don't see that Vlad is dancing with 3 girls here behind him. He cannot be left out of this, eh? So okay, what else? What else we have here? Wendy Bracken. Oh, Wendy. Wendy says, people are trying to make sense after your dance, and they cannot, and some things cannot be explained on words. We know, but we also know that people need at least that we try to put things into words. Like, I see your face, and in your face a tear, and on the tear a rhinoceros. If you saw the film Midnight in Paris, you will understand how it was amazing. When I saw that film, when they make Dali, and they made the speech of Dali when he meets this guy, and there are things that cannot be explained. I think that if you will meet some artists are very like they try by their own art, they try to explain what's going on. We try by words to explain what's going on in the dance.
Cannot be explained, but maybe could make you think or feel about something. It's like parents with the child cannot explain what is the life is about, but it could subject and make the child take a road in their life. It's like cannot be exactly explained practical, but could make you have a direction to go on.
Find a fixed dance partner. In order to improve my dance, it's better to find a fixed dance partner. Wendy, questions that are important. How old are you? Second, questions that are important. What is your regular practice time? Meaning, how regularly do you practice tango? And then third will be what's about your community. If you're really into a small community, it might be better that you find someone to practice regularly. If you're in a big crowd, it's probably you have better choices to get off the dance floor, to get on the dance floor and spend a good night and get fast into a good level. Just answer me these 3 questions, and then I can give you better help. Okay. You like asking so many questions. When do we use I want to meet you so much. When do we use the projected walk, and when do we use the switch weight to center and front leg, and when do we switch weight directly to the front leg? Anything to do with rhythmic and melodic interpretations and the aspect you do. Again, you still have this problem. It's like you try to analyze. I'm telling you, like talking to you like a teacher, and then I will talk to you as a friend. You are, or let's say, let's talk to all together. Okay, like this way. Talk to you like a friend and a teacher. Get ready for you. You know what is the thing? Is that you are trying to analyze artistical choices based on technique. That cannot be done like that, man. It's like asking an artist why he put that color instead of a brighter color. Okay, there is a technical probably way to explain it, but at the end it remains on taste. It remains on what the guy felt at that moment. The guy felt at that moment that he wanted to explode, and he's feeling it because of his partner is provoking that on him, probably because he's... Wait, thanks Sebastian for putting time in the right perspective. In instance, something to be enjoyed, then getting technical. Technical is good, technical is very good, but it's at the service of what you feel, of what your emotions are. Let's say that literature. You can study literature, you can analyze literature, you can really work your prose or your verses and try to really get better. But you're not going to compose, you're not going to write your best poems by just writing nicely. You have to abandon yourself from mistakes and lose any type of fear and just get into it, so all your emotions will come out and you will really show who you really are, truly, your feelings. And the only way to do it is abandoning any type of attachment to the rightness of the technique, and that's on any specific art, and it's not just related to tango. So that's what I'm saying to you. You can get technical because your art will become more sophisticated, but that doesn't mean that your art will be art because you are technical. It will be more sophisticated, but art at the end will touch the heart of people because you are true. And if you are true, it's art, because that's the whole meaning of it. Okay, anyway. Я очень хороший русский. Давай напиши меня русский, пожалуйста.
I translate Sebastian. I talk even Russian. Let's go. Let's talk Russian. You know, I talk too.
Напиши меня по-русски, пожалуйста. Саша. Okay. Why are some of your performances becoming more traditional recently? Ooh. It's not true. Why you lie yourself? Check our videos of the year 2000. What are you talking about? I think that people what, you don't have videos? So let me think. Then people are more exposed to our artistical process thanks to YouTube. That doesn't mean that an artist is born from one day to the next. It would be so easy for me to say that on the last year and a half I learned to dance salon or traditional, or Mariana did like that. No, we were always like that. We in our process, we wanted to understand the dance in couple analyzed by the outer eye, understanding to see movement, dynamic, geometry in the dancing couple. With what we learned during the 80s in traditional dancing, that was impossible. So we got involved into much more analytical dance. And that's why I said, Rakesh, that you have to be careful with these things. And the analytical dance, something that here people in Europe call the wave of Tango Nuevo, helped us to understand better what we already have done for many years. It also started to push us over the edges of what was tango and what was not. At that point, because we abandoned ourselves and tried to become more artistic, we start to wonder, okay, are we abandoning ourselves so much that what we are doing doesn't look like tango anymore? I mean, like the image of tango that we have since childhood. And at that moment, you become critical, very critical, much more critical than any of the people that are applauding you or the people that are telling things bad about you. But really critical, saying, I'm not true anymore. I'm not that boy that got amazed on the first tango class. I'm not letting myself be touched by what I'm doing. And one of the things that I will never forget is that Mariana said to me after we started trying to get back to the characterial dance, the dance of character, something that will smell tango just by the way you stand. One of the things that I will never forget Mariana told me was like, Sebastian, can I tell you one thing? I said, oh, yes. You know, I enjoy, again, looking how we dance, watching how we dance. See or no?
Now I like how we dance. If I a student and I see us dancing, I will like to go to take lesson with us.
You see? You see? That's one of the best compliments. One of the best compliments that. And before we were like experimenting. We are going to teach us ganchos, colgadas, volcadas on the online course. We are trying to make on the online classes, because this is something that I would like to share with all of you now that we have the chances that you're all there. Listen. One of the things that are most valuable for us were the videos that we were capable of gathering when we were children. The videos, because it was the only source of knowledge that we could get from most of the people that were dead. and it was so difficult to find those videos. Today, our project is not only about teaching you to dance online, but it's about creating a database of tango dancing that will cover any type of style, that it will cover any type of attitude, and also it will portray two artists that are at the top and that share with you not only the dance but also the artistical process, and it's an invaluable type of database that we are creating for, not for you only, not for the subscribers that we have, but for tango in general. And it's important that you understand that we didn't, when you want to do a database, such a rich database, imagine how many things there are in tango, and when you try to make order out of them, so how many things that we know about tango, you're like, okay, what people are going to want first. So let's say that here is beginners and here are advanced, super advanced and professionals. We tried to do it like this, look, that we'll start from outer points going to a meeting point, center, okay? So we didn't start from point 1 and then you will have to wait until 15 years until you will get to point Z. Yeah, there are ways. There's going to be ways to accredit the teaching method. We are trying to get people to meet with us offline to make some exams of the things that they've learned, and yeah, give them some type of credit so it can help them with their own local schools, because that's also our goal, that people can, because I don't know if you knew this, but there is not really official accreditation of tango dancer. Even if you studied in the National Academy of Tango, which I did, you just get a diploma that gives you an accreditation of historian, specialized in dance, but you don't really get much out of it. And our accreditation will help, hopefully, schools all over the world. Yeah, we are working on it. So which other question? Is it possible to meet all people that are here live? I don't know.
You need to start talking, because, for example, Alexander, Andre, and
80s, 90s, and so on and so forth. I don't really remember. On YouTube, and it was someone that taped a milonga on the 80s, and you might notice that there is one of the videos taped on the Sin Rumbo where there are actually no more than 5 couples, and the place looks empty, but everyone follows the line of dance, everyone respects each other, respects the woman, and everyone still does their own step, like a hero with sacada and a lapis. And so I don't say people respect it because
there is no space.
Because there is no space. I mean, basically, be just educated with your own space. I mean, drive on the road. Why to ride on the what's the other part of the road? Not the road, but the yeah, don't drive where you shouldn't drive. Learn to drive where you will drive, so you will be more comfortable. That's all. Okay, Roger. Send you big kiss. Hope to see you around very soon. Thank you. Cool, thank you.
So I just wanted to say hello, we've never met.
Hello.
I also would like to say hello to Tangomeet staff.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, they're saying some obscene things that we don't understand.
Enjoy your days in Italy. See you soon.
Which city you are in?
I'm in Bologna.
In Bologna? We envy you.
Yeah, I envy you because you went to Torino and I didn't manage to come there.
You will have many other chances to visit us.
I hope to. When are you planning another Tangomeet face-to-face event?
Of course, we are already planning. The guys there on behind the camera, they already put in notes behind us. Is that we have to do a new one. We have to do a new one. This is too short, so don't worry. We will announce it probably tonight. As these people are so stressed all the time and so focused, and they probably already announced it. I don't know. Okay.
I like it.
Yes,
we do.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm excited because you know that first of all
I would like to say thank you so much from Tokyo. And all of the staffs.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. You have any question?
No question now, but I would like to get your lesson directly in Japan. When will you come to Japan?
Soon. We will come very soon. Hopefully, the end of this year or beginning of 2013.
So good. I'm waiting for you.
We will be there, and we will go drink. Yes.
So Sebastian.
Yes.
When can I get your lesson Buenos Aires this year? Will you return to Buenos Aires?
Yes. We are at this moment. I'm in a very big project that will start in September, and I have to be in Europe until September. But probably we might go to Buenos Aires in February or March 2013.
I see. Okay.
But before we will meet in Tokyo.
I hope so. I strongly hope so. It's great. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye. Okay. I will mute it. Tiberio Badea. I already talked to Tiberio. Mariana, déjale.
No, hablamos con Roger,
Randy. Randy quiere hablar de nuevo, Randy. Okay, let's unmute Randy. Randy, I'm going to unmute you. Hey man, how are you doing?
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Hi, Sebastian, Mariana. I wanted to ask you, Roger kind of asked the same question. Can you give some information on the etiquette and the Milangas somewhere in the future in the videos, like the floor craft and how to sail and the space? That would be really wonderful as well, I think. Yeah,
we actually, we did it. We already did it. We will keep doing it. We already did it. We meet here every month and a half with the production team, and we film in advance over like 6 months. So we already covered that, but we will keep covering it. So it's going to come up. It's going to come up shortly. So just keep on the videos, and it's true that it's very important, especially. And I would like to go back to what Rakesh asked and all this problematic that we had with the conception of nuevo and analyzing movement. You know, something that we were a leading couple of this movement, and the question is when everyone gets to experiment a little bit here, a little bit there, then the floor craft becomes a chaos, and it's much better when people first learn to respect each other, and then probably become a little bit more outwards and a little bit more trying to try new things. But first they should learn to respect each other, and that's something that we're trying to educate people into, and it's difficult, but we're trying. So don't worry, we will do it, Randy.
Thank you. The videos are fantastic, the best I've ever seen.
Small tables where people would go drink champagne. It was not dinner, it was just drinking champagne. So the show was very vivid and very close to people, with musicians, 7 dancers, and we had a solo with Mariana there. And the solo was Verano Porteño. And Mariana had this very strange dress with flecos, with these lines like made of zinc, like that. And we started dancing with Mariana, and it was a very passionate and strong song, like that. It was this piazzolla, it's Verano Porteño. And at one moment I was dancing at that moment with high heels, men's high heel like this. And I didn't notice that Mariana lost one of these things, that it fell. And they're made of silk. And I step on it. And Mariana, at that moment, she had to let me go and embrace me again, and I step on it at that moment. I step on it, and Mariana saw my feet in front of her. I turned around like that. Imagine, there were 60 tables. It was not a crowded night. There were probably 20 tables with couples, 40 people, and just we on stage. And it was supposed to be a serious. So late, wherever you are, or so early. Thank you, love you, take care. Thanks for being on Tangomeet.com.
Ciao.